spicy post-game quotes, electrifying poster dunks, and prepaid baby mamas? This is Anthony Edwards' rich lifestyle. Now, everyone knows Anthony Edwards was born at Magic City in Atlanta, Georgia. Nah, I'm just playing, but bro sure does love him some strippers though. But while he wasn't born in the club, Ant Edwards was born in the A, Atlanta, Georgia, in an area called Oakland City. And let's just say this place is not exactly the suburbs, man. Ant grew up in the trenches, as Oakland City has a 183% higher crime rate than the entire national US. Anthony Edwards had to struggle growing up, and he went through quite a lot. He was raised by his mother, Krisha Yvette Edwards, and his maternal grandmother, Shirley Edwards. His father, Roger Carruth, was reportedly a gifted basketball player, but unfortunately, he was largely absent from Ant's life. Both his mother and grandmother passed away when Anthony was just 14, and his elder brother and sister, Antoine and Antoinette, then gained custody of him. But the hard realities of life in the hood and the tragedy of losing his mother and grandmother could not dim Ant's spirit. To this day, Ant plays the game and speaks with great energy and positivity, with a tinge of that hood flair and confidence that he grew up with. And with all the international stars dominating the league, many enjoy Ant's style as an authentic homegrown American star out the mud. But what if I told you Ant's basketball career almost never happened? That's right, man. Ant's first love in sports was football. In fact, at just 10 years old, Ant was already ranked as one of the top Pop Warner running backs in the entire country. But one day, Ant saw his brother shooting hoops and thought, dang, that looks more fun, man. Plus, I don't have to get hit. And he just casually changed his entire sports trajectory and the entire trajectory of the NBA as we know it. Must be nice to be so athletic you could just change sports halfway in and still be elite. But Ant didn't just have God's given gifts. From a young age, Ant was locked in, as by age 13, he was already doing 2-a-day workouts with former college hooper via Liberty University, Justin Holland. This hard work paid off, and Ant put his name on the map, playing for the Atlanta Express AAU team at 15, absolutely dominating the 16U circuit and getting ranked as a 4-star recruit by Rivals.com. But despite his ascension from struggling in the ghetto to highly ranked prospect, another roadblock was in the way. My dude Ant had terrible grades and was forced to reclassify a year later to 2020 and go to a private school with tiny classes to get his academics in over. I'm talking my dude had straight F's, man. Basically, the Hooper version of being a super senior. But the young man knew that to make it out the league and get his family out the hood, he had to focus up. Ant was not going to let his opportunities slip away. Impressively, my guy Ant was able to turn his grades around while also leading his tiny prep school, Holy Spirit Academy, to the Georgia Independent School Association State Championship. After winning the chip, Ant's hard work studying and staying locked in class absolutely paid off by improving his academic progress so much that he was able to reclassify back into his original class of 2019 and graduate on time. A beast on and off the court, man. What a guy, what a role model. By his senior year, Ant was averaging 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists a game, easily ranked #1 by 24/7 Sports. So you know my guy Ant had offers from everyone and their mama, but he ended up choosing Georgia, and according to him, it wasn't just because of wanting to be close to home, but his 2 favorite players, Dwayne Wade and Victor Oladipo, had both been coached by then Georgia coach Tom Crean. Ant-Man started off his college career with a bang, as he went off for 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals, and broke the record for the most points in Georgia freshman debut history since NBA Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins way back in 1979. Ant kept it up, dropping 37 just a few games later, and just completely blew all expectations out the water by averaging 19.1 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game as a true freshman in the SEC. I mean, just unheard of. Ant declared for the draft in early 2020, but the realization of his dreams would have to wait, as the 2020 pandemic delayed his draft by 5 months. But it was worth the wait, as Ant-Man went #1 overall to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant opened his pro career the same way he did his college career, man. Foot on the gas, becoming the 3rd youngest player to ever drop at least 42 points just a few weeks into his first season. And Ant has only continued to blossom from there into an absolute superstar, going from all-rookie to all-star and now perennial all-NBA. Anthony Edwards' electric style, brutally honest, shirtless post-game interviews have made him not only an elite player, but a fan favorite despite playing for small market Minnesota. And we all know, when you make the all-NBA team, you get all-NBA bread, man. So what's Ant-Man's pockets looking like? Let's dive in. Net worth. Number one picks get number one salary, so Ant's rookie deal was more than substantial. His first contract was for 4 years and $44 million. Not bad for a 19-year-old. But on July 8th, 2023, Ant took things to a new level, signing a 5-year, $244 million rookie max extension with the Timberwolves, which can potentially scale up to $260 million based on All-NBA incentives. $260 million? Hey man, I got about $260 in my bank account right now. Can I hold a rack or two, Ant? But anyways, Ant-Man has already racked up a net worth of over $40 million. And with that size of a new contract, that's sure to increase exponentially. But we all know straight contract right on the court is not the only way that superstars earn. Let's talk about Ant's endorsements. Ant's popularity amongst fans and media-friendly star power has enabled him to rack up a laundry list of major endorsement deals, including Tisset, Panini, Foot Locker, Beats by Dre, Aura, Bose, Air, Uber Eats, and of course, Popeye's Chicken, just to name a few. He also has a deal with Fanatics, is the first hooper to be featured in a national TV ad for Chipotle, and is currently in talks for a brand deal with the luxury fashion brand Prada. Man, talk about high quality ads, bro. And if that wasn't enough, Ant has partnered with Sprite and has featured in multiple TV ads with Kevin Garnett. And I guess Hollywood liked what they saw, man, because Ant landed a major movie role with Adam Sandler in Netflix's Hustle in 2022. But the crown jewel of all these lucrative endorsements is for sure Ant-Man's shoe deal with Adidas. They made the smart move to make Edwards the face of Adidas basketball early on, and it has paid off in a massive way, with his signature shoe, the AE1 Low, becoming a best seller. So much so that they're selling for 22% higher on StockX to this day. Shout out to the sneakerheads, bro. This massive branding success made the German giant confident enough to re-sign Ant to a multi-year extension worth a whopping $50 million. The deal guarantees sponsorship for Ant's Atlanta-based AAU team, AE. And if that wasn't enough, bro, Ant doesn't just earn from traditional Hooper brand deals. Let's also check out his investments. My dude Ant is an investment god. But he doesn't do it all by himself, man. Remember, it takes teamwork to make the dream work. And my guy Ant's gotta focus on basketball. But remember Justin Holland, Ant's coach from back in 9th grade? Holland to this day is Ant's official business manager. And Edwards has a plethora of personal brands living under his parent company, AE5 Enterprises. All that movie and TV acting success we talked about earlier did not come from nowhere. Ant-Man and Holland had a plan from way back. All the way back in 2019, they founded their own production studio, 3 Fifths Entertainment. And since then, the upstart company has already helped produce documentaries and short films, including Showtime's Get Yours and Ain't Doing Enough. 3 Fifths has additional credits with Bleacher Report and ESPN. The company has a planned project with Netflix and is in talks with Amazon, though no agreement has been signed. Man, talk about actually killing it. We'd love to see it. Edwards is also putting on in the music game, as he's currently collaborating with music venture Culture Jam as an executive producer on an album that will include his brother, rapper B Different. Man, this dude is winning and putting the fam on. It just don't get better than that. Ant was also among a group of 25 NBA stars who invested in the sports media company Overtime. If you're into basketball in any way, I'm sure you've heard of these guys. This investment was part of the larger $80 million Series C funding round that also included names like Jeff Bezos and Drake. Overtime's now valued at over $500 million. So looks like that play is gonna pay off, man. Brand deals galore, big boy venture deals. This dude Ant is getting bread by the boatload in every way imaginable. But how does my dude actually spend his money, man? We know that's what you came here for. So let's get into the flex. Cars. Ant loves to stay on top of the trends, so you know my boy had to go get himself a fully decked out Cybertruck. Electric Beast has been his game day ride for a minute now, but it also comes with a tri-motor all-wheel drive, obviously unconventional angles that are large enough to comfortably fit a tall hooper like Ant. This thing is bold and built for show, just like Ant. Hey, yo, pause. Man, I might have to fire my script writing team, man. That was the pause of the summer. This trendy electric truck cost Ant around $125,000. But we're not even close to being done yet, because with this one, Ant-Man looks more like Batman, bro. My guy Ant has a custom Lamborghini Urus truck that is painted Timberwolves blue and tricked out with a custom Mansory Ventinus body kit, earning the Batmobile nickname. This epic ride boasts a 4.0-liter twin turbo, 657 horsepower, goes from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and has a top speed of 190 miles per hour. Talk about commanding attention, man. And the Ant Mobile, as we'll call it, runs for a cool $250,000. Damn, man, that's enough to pay off the rest of my granny's mortgage twice. Nice! But it doesn't stop there. Although we don't have the pics to confirm, there's been multiple mentions of a Mercedes AMG in Ant-Man's growing fleet, which can run about $150,000. Also from the rumor mill, fans online have claimed to see Ant pulling up in a tricked-out Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, which starts out at around $80K with no bells and whistles. Man, Ant-Man sliding around in the SRT. Hey, hey. Ant-Man sliding in a SRT. Hey, hey. But where does this dude park all these fly whips, man? Certainly not on the street parking, right? Let's check out Ant's houses. Now, despite what fans of large market teams are always trying to desperately manifest, Ant-Man apparently loves it in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and showed his commitment to Minnesota recently by purchasing a $5 million home in the ritzy area of Wayzata. Complete with a large swimming pool and over 10,000 square feet, the mansion features an outdoor lounge area, a private pool, a barbecue space perfect for get-togethers with family and friends. Inside the house, there's an array of amenities, including a private gym, a game room with a pool table, and an entertainment room with a full-size movie theater equipped with a high-end sound system. Man, this house is freaking huge. But who does Ant spend his nights with in these luxurious masterpieces? Surely it's not just him and Handela Henderson watching Goonie Tunes to go to sleep every night. Let's check out Ant's love life. Anthony Edwards is currently in a relationship with social media influencer Shannon Jackson. Now, some of y'all may remember Jackson as one of the seemingly endlessly expanding tribe of baby mothers by Chicago rap and drill music founder Chief Keef. Ant and Jackson have been together since 2020 and welcomed their daughter Aislinn in March 2024. But this is where things get a little bit messy. During his relationship with Shannon, Edwards had children officially with several other women and has been alleged to have impregnated multiple other IG baddies and influencers, most notably having been accused of knocking up Lil Baby's first baby mama, Aisha Howard, who's 38 years old last year, and offering her $100K to get the abortion. It's also been reported that Ant had a son named Amir by a woman named Ali D in 2023, and a daughter, heiress Ariel Carlisle, by IG model Aya Carlisle in September 2023. Aya confirmed at the time when she shared a photo of apparently Ant's firstborn with the NBA player. To her credit, despite the controversy of the Ant-Man sowing his oats far and wide, Shannon Jackson has stood on business by her man amid all the public discourse and messiness. She has said despite the public outcry, she stands next to Ant as one of God's strongest soldiers, and that moving forward, I only want the best for myself. I don't care who I disappoint in the process. I don't care if I make you mad because I'm now putting myself first. That's it. I want the best. I deserve it, right? Absolutely. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure her staying equating to wanting the best for herself and being able to ignore the chaos of 3+ baby mamas might have something to do with the fact that my guy has that good old $200 million contract. Hey, can you blame a modern woman? Just saying, man. If I knocked up 3 different coworkers at Wendy's, I'm pretty sure my girl wouldn't even blink before she dipped out. But donating 18 years of child support to these 304s while also funding a long-term relationship is not the only philanthropy that my guy Ant does. Let's check out his charity. Anthony Edwards' primary charitable focus is through the Don't Follow the Wave Foundation. Don't Follow the Wave aims to help student athletes prepare for careers beyond sports by providing education, networking, and career readiness training. He also has the history of supporting youth basketball programs, such as his annual basketball camp in Atlanta and his previously mentioned Adidas-sponsored AAU program, AE5. Edwards has also been involved in fundraising efforts for organizations like the Charlie Freud Foundation, which raises money for search and rescue efforts. Ant-Man has also been recognized for supporting the Ronald McDonald House of Atlanta with generous donations. Anthony also partnered with Air, a Solana NFT company, to launch his own custom OK Bear 1-of-1 NFT, which was auctioned off with the proceeds going towards funding even more charitable projects of Ant's choosing. Giving back IRL and in the metaverse? What a freaking guy, man. It will be a pleasure to continue watch Ant-Man mature into becoming the American face of the NBA and a successful entrepreneur off the court. And of course, it'll be entertaining for us regular humans to witness his own baby mama tribe continue to grow over time, with his main girl sticking around because she deserves the best. That's all for this time, folks. Peace.